You talked about an Australian study that gave clinicians reports on how their imaging utilization compared to their peers. And what they saw was decreased utilization across the board. Do you think we're doing that well enough in the United States in terms of giving clinicians feedback on where their utilization compares to their peers?
See, no. Okay. And great one you brought up, because who sent that letter from the Australian, being a more socialized, was the chief medical officer of the health system, of the government health system.
Yeah.
We get that information in our world as clinicians, but who do we get it from?
Hospital administrators or Medicare claims?
We get it from payers.
Yeah.
Right? Or we get it from hospital administrators, right? Because it's around their business. This is where we have fallen down immensely in our medical societies, because our medical societies fight amongst themselves and also give guidelines versus taking a stance.
Yeah.
And I think we have done ourselves a huge disservice using hypertension. Do you know how many different hypertension guidelines there are from different medical societies? About 20. As a clinician, how am I supposed to do that? And they're all guidelines. They're not statements saying, Jordan, you should do this. You should monitor yourself this way. And if you don't do it this way, I'm just making this up, you should cut off your left pinky, right? Okay, I'm just being contrarian on purpose. But I think that has been a huge disservice. And I would argue it's because we have lost the definition of professionalism, of being a professional, which is, in my mind, two things. How do I do something as a group to better others? And how do I self-police? How do you self-police? Mm-hmm. That is truly the definition of a profession. And whether it be our specialty societies, whether it be our national medical societies, whether it be, in Tennessee, SVMIC, our insurance mutual, we have not used those as venues for true professionalism versus, and I hate to say it this way, and I'm doing it on purpose, trade protection. And so I think, you know, the reason why I used that story from Health Affairs was to not only comment on people do change, but who was driving that? Because, because if you set up a model where I've got someone that I should be listening to, I value their opinion, it helps me. I might change when I get that information, because you and I were trained by an N of one. Mm-hmm. Whoever trained us, we were not trained by vast knowledge. And so I don't know if that answered your question or got me off on different pathways. But that's part of why I thought it was successful there. A, their healthcare model is different. B, it was fairly specific. And C, of who it came from.